What is good with you guys, man? Today I'm going to be telling you guys which of these playoff cards should be staying away from an NBA 2K23 My Team. In other words, which of these cards should you not be picking up? Because I've seen a lot of people picking up some of these cards thinking, oh, this card's going to Evo, so it's a good investment. But there is a lot of these cards that are sneakily not good investments, and you do not want to be picking up some of these cards. Before we get into it, make sure to go ahead and leave a like on this video right now and subscribe to the channel if you haven't. I post My Team videos every day, but let me get straight into it. So, as we all know, with these playoff cards here, they have a chance of going ahead and evolving into a higher rarity. Opal can go up to Dark Matter, Pink Diamond can go up to Opal, and so on and so forth. But in order for these cards to go ahead and evolve, the player needs to have a huge game, and most times, more times than not at least, the team needs to win the game. So, for example, if Klay Thompson goes off for 30 something points, but his team loses, most likely he will not get an Evo. But if Klay Thompson goes off for 30 something points and his team wins, there's a chance that he does go ahead and evolve up to a Dark Matter. It's not guaranteed, but there is a good chance depending on how good he plays. And again, if his team wins, it gives him a much higher chance of Evoing. So with that being said, there is a few cards that I want to go over and tell you guys to not be picking up. I've seen some people talking about these cards, some people picking these cards up, so I want to make sure you guys know to not pick up these specific cards. So first of all, in terms of the Brooklyn Nets, do not pick up any of the Brooklyn Net cards. Don't pick up Mikal Bridges. There's a reason why he's a buy now. There's a reason why you see that one up there for 100K. The reason for this is because the Nets are not going to win a game on the Sixers. I'm here to tell you there is a low chance that the Nets win even a single game on the Sixers. And with that being said, that means there's a good chance he does an Evo. It's not guaranteed. Obviously, there is a chance that the Nets do win a game. But me personally, I think the Sixers are going to sweep the Nets, meaning that the Nets will not get any Evo cards or will have a low chance of getting any Evo cards. So I would say do not pick up any of these Nets players. Obviously, it's not a guarantee. There is a chance that they can win a game, but me personally, I don't think there's a way that they get a win over the 76ers. This could come back to haunt me, but I'm going to tell you guys right now, I will not be picking up any of these players, including this Dinwiddie right here, which is a snipe at 15K. I'm not picking them up because I really do not believe the Nets are going to win a game, and I don't think any of these guys are going to go ahead and Evo. If you're going to pick any of them up for a small risk, maybe take a Cam Thompson, who just had a solid game, pick him up for 14.8. That wouldn't be that bad. And if he Evos, you make a lot of profit. But stay away from the Nets. That's the first thing I will tell you guys to stay away from. The next thing I'm going to go ahead and tell you guys to stay away from is right next to them, the Atlanta Hawks. I might be biased because I'm a Celtics fan, but I really don't think the Hawks are going to win a game on the Celtics. I think maybe they win one game, but again, a player needs to go absolutely crazy to go ahead and evolve. So something I've noticed, now stay with me here, is that lower rated players, like let's just say this Jalen Johnson right here, okay? He's a Ruby. If he has a solid game, it doesn't even need to be a breakout game. If he went for like 17 points on some decent efficiency, he would go ahead and Evo. But when it comes to these Galaxy Opals, they need to have breakout games in order to Evo. So even if the Hawks won a game and Trae Young dropped to like 28, I genuinely don't believe he would Evo. Because we saw this the other day with we saw this yesterday actually with some Galaxy Opal players that had good games like MPJ, who was clearly had a really good game for the Nuggets. But he's a Galaxy Opal. Well, here he is right here. He's a Galaxy Opal, so that just pretty good game wasn't enough. He needed to have gone off in order for them to bring him up to Dark Matter. And instead, they obviously went ahead and who did they bring up? I think oh yeah, they upgraded Bruce Brown, who's a Ruby. Bruce Brown didn't play as good as MPJ yesterday, but because of the fact that he's only a Ruby, he didn't need to have a absolute monster game to go up. He just needed a solid game. But for MPJ, since he's an Opal, and evoing him to a Dark Matter means he needs to have a massive game. So somebody like Trae Young, again, I really don't believe he's going to have a massive game in a win against the Celtics. I'd stay away from him personally. And then again, obviously the fact of the matter is he's 6'1", so really the profit would be minimum even if he did Evo. So I would say definitely stay away from Trae Young. That's another one I would say to stay away from for sure. Another one here, which I do have, which is funny, is Aaron Gordon. Even though I do have an Aaron Gordon, I don't know. I don't know if it's a smart investment anymore, just because of the way he played in Game 1 was just, I don't know. I mean, and like I said, the player needs to have a massive game to upgrade. I'd say I'm neutral on this. I wouldn't say actually to not invest in this card because 57K is pretty cheap. I think it's like a mediocre risk. It's like 50-50. I think it's up to you whether or not you think you should go ahead and do this. I personally do have one. But again, it's like I said with these opals, they need to have massive games to go up. Like he can't go for 15, 20 points and he would go up to dark matter. He needs to have like a 25 to 30 point game with somebody of his stature to go ahead and go up to a dark matter. So I'm questionable on that Aaron Gordon, and so I'm not totally sure what to think about that one. But another one that I would be very risky of right now is Ja Morant. I think you can guess why. The reason why his price is like 100K right now, and he's not 100K, but when he ends, he's probably about 150. The reason is because Ja Morant had a bad hand injury. He had a bad hand injury, and after the game, he said he was in a 10 out of 10 pain, and that he couldn't even move his hand. I mean, I hate to say it, but it looks like there's a good chance that just based off what he has said, that he will not be playing possibly in the next few games or possibly even the rest of the playoffs, which I'm praying that's not the case because I'd love to see him play. I want to see him playing against Lakers and LeBron James, but if he is being honest, it looks like Ja Morant might not be playing, and obviously if he doesn't play any more games, he will not Evo, so definitely be cautious on this Ja Morant. Is it worth the risk of 100 and something K? I would say no, honestly, just at this point in time. Now, if it comes out that he's going to be playing, the second that it comes out that he's going to be playing, try to pick one of these up instantly. But if he's not playing, obviously you do not want to be picking any of those up. And in the same breath, even though I'm talking about what cards to not invest in, let me go ahead and give you guys this gem. Since Ja Morant might be out, you want to be looking at Jaren Jackson Jr. Put two and two together. If Ja Morant might be out, who's going to be the next best player? Jaren Jackson Jr. If the Grizzlies can get a game, he'll go off. There you go. He's going up to a dark matter. I have one. I picked one up for 65K. I would say yes, if you can get him for 100K, it's worth the risk. Yeah, I just wanted to throw that little gem in there right there. But again, let me continue on with this. So I have an Anthony Edwards, and I think they will win a game and he will go up. But I've seen some people investing in this Rudy Gobert over here because he's pretty cheap and he's a pink diamond. I would say don't invest in this card, even for 31K, which is the cheapest here. Don't invest in this. The reason I say this is they are obviously going against Jokic and the Nuggets. Do you really think that Rudy Gobert is going to have a breakout game against Nikola Jokic? I mean, he might prove me wrong, but Rudy Trash Gobert is not going to have a big game against the Nuggets. I'm sorry to say it. He's not. He's just not going to have one. So I don't think this is a good card to go ahead and invest in because I think Jokic is going to dominate him the whole series. So no, don't invest in this Rudy Gobert. It's not worth it. Maybe if he was like 15K, yeah. If you can pick one up for like 15K, sure, go at it. But 31K, definitely passing on that one, Chief. Definitely going ahead and passing on that one. And in the same breath, one more thing before we end this video here. Mike Conley, pick him up. Pick him up. If they go ahead and win like Mike Conley is very, very underrated. As you can see, there's one for 5K right here. I already have one. Let me go ahead and show you guys. If you can pick him up for like under 7K, definitely go ahead and do it. If he has a big game, he goes up to an opal, and like I said, since he's not an opal, this is one of the cards where he doesn't need to have like a 30-point game. If he has like a 15 to 20-point game and they win, he's going up to a Galaxy opal. So definitely try to invest in this Mike Conley. Just one or two of them at 5K. It's a low risk. Go ahead and try that out. But anyways, that wasn't a part of the video. That wasn't the point of the video. The point of the video was which cards you should not be investing in. But I wanted to give you guys that little gem. I hope you guys did enjoy. Go ahead and comment who you have invested in so far. I hope you guys did enjoy. Leave a like and sub up. And I'm out of here, y'all. Peace out, man.